I don't like that card that much. I don't own that card, but yeah. Oh, I forgot about that, yeah. Nah. Turn it down on my end. Accept. Refresh. Oh. I'm gonna go second here. Okay. Allies are not allies. I think warriors are gonna be hard for me at least to play against. Bum, bum. I like going up. I don't know. That's just me. Again, I'm trying to play for a longer game. So from my previous experience with warriors, I need to just send either have like 2 or 3 allies out at one go, or just say YOLO and just swing at them with attacks to send as much damage as possible. So here we have something that requires an ally on the field to get the overpower. I forgot to put that in my deck. There's only so much I can do about that though. And then we have something that wants water a grave from here, so we can pitch one, discard one, so we can block with this for sure and hook if need be. As though I don't like blocking with hook turn 1. Two, I am notorious no block on first attack of any warrior that has 2 weapons, because I have to make them have the go again. More than likely they have it, but I don't care. So now we know. We'll block the next one here with board the ship. I am very early in testing. I'm trying a more mid-range build. That's not my list, but and I like to go up. For my few games, I've not been good into warrior, as they have a lot of on-hit synergy, specifically Dory. They're like, okay, cool, I now have 6 counters on my Dawnblade. I hate that so much. I forget about it. Well, we'll block 3. Right now, my plan into warriors is just fat stack a little bit, try and block out where I can, and get a few water grave cards in, and try and spam out one. I think Kasai will be a little bit easier, just because she doesn't get as big as a weapon as fast, and she actually has to pay for her stuff. Okay, this is just a shite hand. See if we can't see what's on top to fix a little bit of this. I was okay with 2 because I could pitch one. Oh, okay, well, there's a third one. They just keep spawning in. So so yeah, we'll pitch a rigor mortis that's off the top, from the top ropes. We'll discard the, honestly, I'd want the rig mortis that's in the top off. I wish there was an instant way for us to play allies, mostly because there's not a whole lot we can do with getting allies in the grave mid setup. I will put this one. Honestly, I just don't want to have a second ally in my hand realistically. There we go. That's much better. So we got 2 allies in our grave, which is okay. And then we have 1 that we can play from arsenal. So 2 costs. So we can play, we lead the charge, getting it into grave. We can play Sawbuck and then Rigor Mortis, or this Heart Gold. So they get to see our hand. Or we could play Chart the High Seas and not have a blue into the grave. Into nothing else. Whereas I'd rather, yeah, play Lead the Charge, play Saw, and then play this gold. They can get rid of both. And then we have some stuff that we can block with here. And we're definitely blocking with this. That's 100% sure. Yeah, that dagger, first dagger is going to hurt Yeah, we're blocking here. We're blocking here. Probably blocking like that, which is fine. And we're gonna flip their yellow card and get a gold. I can mess with their ratios and steal one of their... no, we want... It's red and yellows, right? 2 reds, 2 yellows. Yeah, we want to hit their yellows as often as possible. They're going to bunch of coppers. Their spill on the blood turn is going to be disgusting because they're going to take out all our allies. But I don't have a whole lot else going on. I can block 3. And like I said, I can't play that because I don't have the resources. So I'll have to play Rig into play this. And I'll play this, play that, play Rigor Mortis. And that's it. Like, what do you mean sooner? Like now? Like, I don't... Oh, I have a blue on top. Okay, I could see that on my own turn. I know... I'm not quite sure when Compass be activated. Like on my own turn or on their turn. Because to me, it doesn't give me a whole lot of... It gives me information, but it's, I'm not... Well, if I see it on my turn, cool. I know that there's a blue on top, which I don't need. Like, I get rid of another blue, but play this. What? Cost 2 more. Oops, undo. Well, that doesn't do much. Well, this gives me go again. And cool. And then now next turn they're gonna sweep both of these. But I guess eat some health. Like when do you think is Salisbury Bravo when the best time to use Compass, on your opponent's turn or on your turn? I don't think there's a good answer because it depends on what you do. So like if I have like chart the high seas, I would like to do it on my own turn to see if there's something worth charting. Whereas I have nothing relevant here, I could swap out this for a better block card. Which is Loan Shark I could block with. Or like when it's your turn, if you're playing the destroy the top card, stuff like this, you could do it on either turn to figure out whether or not it's a good attack or block. But I'm uncertain. I think it's probably better to do it on your opponent's turn so you have more information in regards to how do you block and attack. But I still only want to activate Gravy on my own turn. I mean, if you give blocking information, there might have been an ally on top that you wanted to play instead of into Grave with that ability. Yeah, no, that's fair. I legitimately don't know. So that's why I posted in the Discord, send help, because I play Wizard primarily, if anybody hasn't seen my channel. So I'm not... My Flesh and Blood base mechanics are not good in regards to blocking and using attack actions. I'm used to saying, okay, cool, I block. Oh, my turn here's 40 damage. Whereas here, I have to get used to going back and forth. So I'm just, with all these buffs, they've played 2 of these, that's 9. I think they just want to swing at me, which I will... Do they have another yellow? They haven't played another yellow yet, which is good for them, because I would just eat it. Here... I already forgot what was on top, but it was something I would rather use on my own turn, I'm pretty sure. So we are going to use Sunken here, and we're going to eat one of their reds. On my turn, I'm probably just going to use this, play Barkeep into playing some allies, and then attacking. Do I have anything on? I'll have Chum or Saws, but we're just going to block 3 here. And we're going to eat one of their red cards. Take a little bit of damage. Yeah, I could block with chart. Oh, I got a little bit of hiccup there. Drink some water, stay hydrated. Everybody stay hydrated. Why are my sleeves not loaded? I'll have to reconnect my Patreon or something. Yeah, 2, I'm not blocking 2. See, this is where I have the issue against warriors. Like, I have allies. None of them have go again at the current moment, which is upsetting. And then we have Loan Shark here where we get 2 gold. This doesn't get go again unless there's 2 blues. I guess we can try, and there we go. There's a second blue. This text ally steel gold. I think this is the best bet here, and then we'll swing rig afterwards. So we get 8 go again. Definitely depends on what is best to use here, but if it's your turn and you're going to change the top card anyway, I don't think there's a downside in doing it earlier. Yeah, I can see that. Or like you're like, okay, I want to hold it off, change the top card, and then see what it is. No, it's like, this is why I'm liking Gravy, because there's a lot of ifs, ands, whats, buts that are circumstantial, like in the wizard class, where it's like the meme. It's not really a meme in the Discord, but it's a meme for me, because someone always asks, hey, what do I do with this card? I'm like, okay, well, give me the scenario. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's always circumstantial on what's going on, which is why I'm liking Gravy, and I never played Prism, because Prism's pretty self-explanatory. You just herald, angel, herald, and if you don't have angel, then you go herald, make an angel, herald again. So now I think we're going to get a little bit of momentum back, and we should start blocking with anything that's not like a blue. So I would like to keep these 2 if possible. Send this. We'll see what the top card is, because we always swap it. And see what the top card is. It is another ally. It's unfortunate. I was hoping to find a blue card. So I'm probably going to block here with these 2. Send this with the gold baited hook. And then that's about all I got. Or I can swap on my turn. I can swap this. I will for sure have had an ally go to the grave, so I can get an extra resource. Pitch this and then send rigor mortis. So that's probably what we do, since we know there's an ally on top, and we still can pay for this 2 cost. And bait out the hook. We have not made a gold. But sucks that I have to block like this and I still take damage. Sabers is just good. Double saber. Okay, well, yeah, we just might die. So I have to block with an attack and they get +1. Warriors are like the fairest class, but they're super annoying because you get punished for blocking, which is such an annoying thing to have happen. Granted, oh, they don't want to attack. Oh, yeah, I forget that. Yeah. Like, yeah, we're just dying. So yeah, with Gravy, we know there's another ally on top, so we have another 2 cost. Which haven't gotten a lot of go again. And they don't really care about our... Honestly, I'd rather have that one in the grave because it's cheaper. Oh, we don't have go again, so it doesn't matter. That's right, this just gains overpower. Well, let's still bait the hook. We'll tap the small boy. So we got 6 overpower, baiting to make a gold so we don't get loan sharked. Nice, sounds good. And then we die on their turn because they don't care. So we will be blocking with... Well, there's the blues that I wanted. So hopefully they have a very bad turn. If they just play blood, spill the blood, I'll just concede. Because there's no way I'm getting through that. Even with... that one's pretty good. Yeah, we'll have to block with everything. So I'll save a blue. This one because it's the smallest block. We'll block with this. We'll say pass. And we'll quick flex Dexter. Quick flex Dodgers. Yeah, what? You already have go again. Well, I'm still gonna pay for this. That's a waste of a blue in my opinion. You could use it to crack down a copper with your floating. But okay. Sounds good. Punch through. What? Okay, so they just have a bunch of go again that they're wasting? Oh, this one isn't quite a waste because... Oh, they get the draw off the reprise. Okay, that's where I was confused. Okay. And they're gonna go this. Oh, they got the yellow. Unfortunate. So this one's now free. And then they're sending 4. I do not block with the attack action. I block here and I block with the dodgers again. Yeah, reprise is so annoying. Now we just do this. There's no reason not to do it here. This one doesn't have reprise, but getting +3 is kind of annoying. So here, for 1, we can do attack for 3 for free. We can compass. Should have compassed earlier. It's a blue heave. We can at least send 6 that way if we discard that, but I'll just arsenal this and send 3. Like, that's the down. I think warriors just don't care what we do. Like, there's someone in the Discord, they said they haven't lost a Dory, which it blows my mind. I don't know how you would. My items has been shipped. Thank goodness. I was hoping they would get here sooner though. It could be just a list issue. I'm trying to play a lot of these allies get XYZ. Blues, they blue block 3s, which are nice. But let's see what the top card is. Anything cool? D-React would be awesome. No, another blue block 3. I don't know. You guys have anybody else done any open testing yet against warriors? Because that seems the only people who want to play against me is the warriors. Who's the blue? Oh, that's the 2 block. Lame. Should have blocked with that. I thought that was a 3 block. And we'll look at my list real quick. It's not the best. I just like picking things. So I have an aggro and I have a mid-range. The mid-range is untested, essentially, is what I'm playing right now. The aggro has been doing better, which is the ones where you play destroy the top card, essentially, and you get go again. A bunch more go agains, which I think is probably what we're gonna need. Like anything that's heavy ally, I just don't think you have the oomph behind it. Or you're gonna need the ones that says your next ally attack gains go again. I'm just not gonna block. Yeah, I blocked 6. They go over 3. I still die. Good game. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not doing good against warrior. Granted, let's go back to my list here. There's some cards I would like to change. Edit. I still want to keep trying this out. I really wish they would code the boots from the armory deck. I know they said they were working that on Monday and coding takes time. But this would be nice. This would make the ally centric stuff a little bit easier. I do have the ally gains go again, right? I gotta make sure that's in there. Where's the image? No, I forgot to include that one. Necromancer blue. That's the one I'm missing. Let's take out one of the ones gets overpowered and hits here. That one's not as good. I'm messing up here. Put that at the deck. That's what I'm missing. Lead the charge with 2 or greater. I have a decent amount of 2-cost ones. Amulets are up in the air. I don't like Loan Shark honestly that much. I think we have enough. I say enough, but not all of them have it. Maybe my allies. Necromancer yellows. Let's see here. I don't think you want more than 2 Ox. Chowder is like a maybe. One that I really like is I like Limp Along. So I might trade out something. But like I said, I'm going for a more mid-rangey than aggro. Alright. Well, let's try that. Now that we actually have the better one, Avasti. And hope not to get paired into a warrior again. Do I have... Can I not save this one? No, that's YouTube. Mid-range. Oh, it's right there. I'm just blind. If anybody wants to play against me, they're more than welcome to. I will be one of the gravies on the open testing. Today I called in to work to try out some other stuff. I help out with some stuff around the house later in this afternoon. So that's why I'm streaming at the moment. Marlin. I think we have a good matchup in the Marlin. I'm going to go first. I don't know if first or second is good. Chum is auto include into her. I include that. I don't like Loan Shark because I don't want the extra damage against me. Need this. And then these 1 health ones are nice. Do we want to go down? I'm going to go down the E-strikes. So I'm not going to... I will have some cards pulled out, but the allies are less likely to get hit by some of her hate cards. So here we have to see what's on top, since we're going first. We have Command and Conquer, which is a decent arsenal if we wanted that. So here we will just tip the barkeep. Send, attempting to send, no, do not give my opponent gold. Send 6 power. They can block or fix 2 cards. Bunch of ally cards. I don't want to waste my gold right now as it is. On his hero ability, it is just a swap, whereas this I can at least rotate some cards. I think we will do that. We'll just pop the gold. In Arsenal CNC. Okay, now we got an ally, Chart the High Seas. This is a much better hand. We'll see what we're able to do with it. Whereas my current plan is we're going to, don't have a gold at the moment, but we will send Command and Conquer with Chart the High Seas resources, pop the rum, since we don't have a gold for gravy. Alright, Heat Seeker. Let's see what the top card is here. Might change our plans. We have Command the High Sea. That's a good one to swap out if we had the opportunity, but we don't. So it will be going to the grave. Heat Seeker. I'm just going to take Heat Seeker. It's just 0 for 3. Doesn't do anything too meaningful to us. I'll try and find another ally. Do we even chart the ICs? I don't think so. 8. So I kind of want the Command the High Seas. We'll block that. I'm probably going to pop this, play this, play that, attack. And then end with Command and Conquer. So we send 3 and 2. And we pop the rum. Yep. I think that's the best plan. We play this, we pop this, play this, attack. So we go pop. Because on hit make a gold as well, which will be nice to fix. Then we go this. We have not made a gold, so I don't want to go gold baited yet. We play this, gives us go again off the rum. And we go attack. Because this gave the attack go again, on hit make a gold. So it's 3, go again with on hit gold. And then we'll play Command and Conquer. And we know the top card is Command the High Seas, so we'll have another Arsenal Disruption on our turn. Hopefully we have 2 blues to go with it. So they're on the Death Dealer one. I have not played against a Death Dealer Marlin yet. I've only played against Harpoon, and I think we have a good matchup into Harpoon, as they don't want to send those big attacks into our allies, and since they don't want to do that, we have plenty of allies around. With Death Dealer, I'm seeing a lot more go-agains, a little bit go wider package. So we stripped most of their hand, but they have plenty of cards. 0 cost. Well, I guess 1. Captain's Call. Interesting choice. We get to put... So Heat Seeker doesn't have... Oh, this one gets to go again. Okay. 4. Can't really block. But the card we're going to discard is Rigor Mortis to their Codex. See what the top card is real quick. We have that one. We don't have a gold to swap it, but we have gold called by the Grave of Necessity. Nice. But yeah, we're just going to take Rig, discard Rig, and send this because it's a little bit bigger than Command. Drill Shot. It doesn't have a thing on it, so it's just 4 with an active on hit. That's annoying. I'll hit here. And then I need 4 resources, so I'll probably just put it on Dodgers is my guess. Or chest piece. Block 1. We're a little bit behind on aggression. But I wish we had another blue. But we are just going to send Command 7 is an awkward one because it requires equipment, which they don't have anything worth blocking with equipment wise. It requires a card from hand. We unfortunately do have an ally on top. If only we had a blue. We don't have a gold anyways to swap. So we're going to send 7, which requires 3 cards from them. There's a little bit much to ask for. Trench is an instant, so they could remove their arsenal to gain a resource. But they would be out of their arsenal, which is what I would do, just to make sure I don't get the gold. Okay. No, they just did it last second. I would have just done it preemptively just to get it out of the way. Okay, they still have a 4-card hand, and we have double ally, no good discards. So my best bet for us to do is go Yo-ho-hoi into Yo-ho-ho. Playing Rigor Mortis, giving it the go again. And we might do gold baited as well. So this face up arsenal gets go again. So they have 2 go again. So yeah, I just have to take the hits. Not much I can do about it because otherwise I'm not doing anything. I could block here. So I can still do Yo-ho-ho into play Rig, swing Command and Conquer. That's the plan. I need these. I can't block with these, otherwise I would get rid of them. And there's no point looking at the top card because I can't even swap it. It's good to know, I guess, to look at in case we draw off the gold. If we get to make a gold, I will look just in case. It is Called by the Grave. Good to know. I will take 4. Yeah, we're getting aggroed, so aggro Marlin might be an issue for us. But hopefully we get some momentum here off the Avasti into Rig. Into Command and Conquer. So we're saying 12 this turn with 2 relevant on hits, a gold, and their arsenal being broken. So we'll see how that goes. Rig is an interesting one. Like I said, these 1-cost ones they don't really want to attack us into, especially but if they got a bunch of go-agains, I don't see the downside of it. I think Swift Arrow is going to be a good one with the New Horizon and Death Dealer. If no arsenal, you may put an arrow from your hand and face up. Yeah. So we got the gold. I don't want to swap it at the moment, just due to the fact I don't want to. I want to hold on to Call by the way. So what do I do with the extra resource? I already played my thing from the grave. It'll just get us another ally to play from the grave at the moment, I guess. That wouldn't have been bad, yeah. Oh, they're just taking it. Okay, they don't care about their arsenal that much. They just have that cracked of a hand. So I could see the want for wanting another ally since they're disrespecting them at this time. But that's 2 of our Avastes, which is the go against for our allies. Lead the charge is a good one, so we can get Call the Grave into lead the charge, playing something. Do they have a yellow? They do. Nice. So we can get a second gold. Let's see what the top card is. Even though we're going to change it, maybe we want to swap one of these cards for it. No. Or for Blood in the Water, we might have been able to get some additional cards. But I think the plan is, depending on the attacks, block with one of these, Call by the Grave into lead the charge playing one, and then swinging our attacks. As these are both 4 cost. Well, this is a 4 block, so we might just play the 4 block, get the additional resources off Sunken. We might have to play both to just block the Bolton shot out and just use lead the charge as our resource card on an ally. We don't have Limp to get the aggro going, but we can just hit with a rig. We do have, if we're doing Call by the Grave, we have Death Threats for resources will for to make 1 resource. Endless Arrow on hit, targeting rig. Okay, that's not much I can do that. They're probably gonna pop boots. Yeah, that's fire. They're finally hitting our things. RIP rig. Rigamoti. Did save us 4 life though. Interesting. Now we see how they attack into us. I assume they don't have a buff for Bolton unless I'm blind and I missed it. If there was a buff, it would have been on that as well. So they don't have currently go again. We don't have to worry about any more major go agains. Play some buffs now. What is that? Your next arrow gets +3. You may put an arrow from your hand face up into your arsenal. Follow Endless Arrow. Yeah, but they're gonna play Bolton and then Endless. Premeditate. Alright, cool. Bolton shot with go again. 10. Yeah, we're gonna block here for sure. I can't really block with anything else. Say pass. We are gonna turn our yellow card upside down, or do we want to hit one of their arrows? I'd rather have the gold at the moment. And then we are going to de-react, blocking 7 of it, and that's all we're going to block. And then we'll just take the 4 from Endless Arrow and they can put it back in their arsenal. Don't really want to destroy the top card. Yeah, yellow. We'll just destroy it so it's out of the way. We have 1 less thing to draw. Yeah, aggro, I think is going to be an issue for Gravy, as you need 90% of your hand to even play the deck. And aggro can just disrespect your allies. Or they can. Oh, we get a free gold. Yippee. Or they can go and just hit all your allies because they have go again. So what we're looking for is a slow, grindy matchup where some of their on hits aren't that relevant, or if they are, like discard, then we are happy because we just discard our allies. But anybody that can do Chain Link 3, Gravy is just a guardian with shitty attacks at the current moment, but which is fine. We just have to find the recipe, and I think the recipe is honestly just the go again package. Just right now, at least early testing, I don't see your win con being let's see here, what do we want? We can play up to a 3 cost. I think it's just Rigamortis. And then attacking with it. Like, I could have drawn a card and then attacked, which I should have done. So we would have a resource here to draw. That's my mistake. I'm short an arsenal now for myself. But that's why we play test, to figure out what our issues were. So here, I would like to just play Command the High Seas into Rigor Mortis, if that's the turn I can get. See what's the top card real quick. Chum, that's a decent one we can do with his ability. We won't have a blue card going into Grave unless we go, no, because we need for this to gain go again. Like the Chum could go in there, so we have it though. So I'm just gonna say no blocks, because I can also go command into command, which is what I would love to do honestly now. Command into command, yeah, that seems pretty good. Or we could go, none of these gives go again for my allies. We're just gonna say no tax, no blocks, no nothing. Oh, thanks YouTube. It's now letting me know that I'm live. I just now got the notification that I'm live. If we die, we die. Honestly, this is what I just had to hedge my bets on. I'm just gonna not block. I'm more than likely going to die, but if I die, I die. I'm gonna play double command. If I don't get to play double command, I just die. That's fine. Sick. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. We're at 3. Make sure to take this off. One time I accidentally didn't. Cool. Oh. No, we die. Good game. Like I said, it was going to be this or I die. Is that the correct move? No. Do I care? No. Because, like I said, aggro, you either have no hand or you have no game plan. Let's try another list. Because, like I said, this one's not doing great. I haven't been able to do it. Whereas this, the aggro list, just feels better. Which is sad because I like to do allies. But having go again is just such a powerful thing to have in a game. Because you get more things to do. Plus, this is a little bit better on equipment in case we get a random wizard. It's just so much better than relying on the mid-range. Mid-range is such a hard game plan to get going because you have to have good on-hits. If you don't have good on-hits, your mid-range sucks. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. If you not have anything relevant, when your best on-hits is Command and Conquer, like effects, it still kind of sucks because that's, if we were playing both copies, it'd be only 9 cards out of the 60. So against Marlin, regardless if it's aggro or not, I'm still going to play that. And then I would like to play this. Loot the Hold. I have to remember what that card is. There's so many new cards I don't know as well. Like, I'm not saying... Oh, yeah, that's what... A lot of these are good. Yeah. I just have to be able to play them. Or have an ally to play them. Like, when I get hands like this is what makes me cry. Like, I'm obviously going to discard one on my own turn. So this is Hammer. I think Hammerhead we have like a way better shot at. Because it just costs so much for them to do their stuff. Salty. Okay, this hand is literally garbage. Like, I'm gonna just pop. Like, I wish I could shuffle my deck somehow. I know the top card's not blue, but we're just gonna do this. We're gonna pitch Salty because it's free, and we're gonna play this because it has go again, hoping that anything. Okay, we got a blue card, so we can play stuff. Yay. But we didn't have a blue card go to the grave, so we don't have much to play. And it sucks that's one of the blue cards. And then we're going to just play a 4-power ally. And we're gonna arsenal this. Alright, so we got some we have a blue card that will go to grave. Nice. Alright. There may be too many allies in deck. Don't know, haven't seen that many deck lists. I don't know either. Like, I don't like having a lot. I think we need at least like 8. Otherwise, what's the point of playing Necromancer? Like, I watched the dev talk. They're like, oh yeah, one of my favorite builds for Graveyard Burn is just Pirate. Like, you're not even playing Necromancer. They said their favorite is Pirate. Non-attack action. So they're going to get a free discard. But we are going to block here. Because I don't want to take that much damage. Yeah, let's turn their quiver upside down. Why not? I don't want to turn either of my cards upside down. So they reveal my hand. They take a non-attack action, which is probably going to be one of my allies, which is kind of upsetting because then I can't discard. So I might just play Sawbones. Whatever one they don't discard. Yeah, that's the sad thing is, like, yeah, there might be too many allies, but then I'm not playing the deck I want to play. Like, so let's say I have 56 here. I board in 4 cards, so I board in like 4 allies. Then I have, what is it? In this list at least is 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 18 is a little bit over my max. I'm saying max I should only want 14. Alright, we don't have a gold, so there's not much we can do about that. But realistically, I'm probably just going to play Sawbones. And then pass, because I don't have an action point. Okay, okay. I think maybe at 10 allies or something. It's kind of hard to say because it's literally just out. We have no idea. Might have to look at some Prism decks, look at how many Figments they're playing, and go similarly. So let's see what the number is revealed. It's 3. So I can just do this, and it'll just kill it, but at least I used its ability. Do I feel good? Oh, I should check what the top card is too. That way we can figure out what we want to do with our turn. We don't have any gold. So, but Jittery Bones is the top card. If I could swap it, I would. But we're just probably gonna play this, pitching the sunk. Oh, they're still going. Okay. What did they play? Oh, that has Gogan. I was already thinking they were done. They only have 1 arsenal. They're on Skullbound Crosswrap. Interesting. Oh, so do you think, I'm curious, so if there was more Figments, would you play more Figments in Prism if there's like 14 Figments available? How many do you think they would be playing then? If there's only 8 printed, they play 7, so they're playing 90% of the max. Eight on hit. Look at their hand. Reveal a red card. So block with a red card. Got it. Easiest decision of my life. Ah, there's another red card. Shit. But they have overpower, so it was one or the other. But either way, my red cards are going to the grave. That was funny. Got another red card in my hand. So either way, they're getting that there. So my plan is play this. Pitching Sigil. We get to pitch Kelpie. And 100% tapping her ability, even though they're not likely to use it. We get stuff out of it. I don't know what the top card is, so I'm not going to risk playing Jittery Bones at the moment. We're going to break the chain. Ooh, we have 2 Kelpies. We're going to play this Kelpie from Grave. We're going to use its ability. We're going to Tangle Marlin. And then we're going to send 3. Attack. Yeah, technically 4 is more, but I also would like a 5-card hand. to make better decisions from. I have to use quick flex dodgers. I wouldn't be if I didn't have to, but the armory boots have not been coded yet, and that's what I'd rather be playing so I can get some more go agains. Excuse me. I haven't seen a lot of Marlins using their ability that often. We do have a gold, so see if we can get another blue. Nice, and it's Called by the Grave. Ooh, that's a hard choice if we wanted to do. We'll see. Let's see what else they got going on. The next one gets +4 if on hit. It's a harpoon, make a gold. So my plan is honestly just block with this, Gravy's ability, pitching these two into Command the High Seas, into Kelpie ability, into 0 for 4 maybe. But yeah. Actually we might do these if I could do a no block, depending on what they're doing. Like lose no cards. It'd be sick to go command into this. We would have no floating resources. But that's 8. And then I can send Kelpie for 1. Just spitballing, if there weren't legendary, I'd go 3 addition, 2 ravage. So you'd run 10. Or probably 4 or 5 more if SB just didn't do matchups. So max 15 figments. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I've never been a Prism player. I like light art. I like their art. But I've never been a light or illusionist player. So I'm not sure why Gravy is calling to me as much as it is. I think maybe it's just a more strategic deck. If it's a non-attack action, they discarded. So that's unfortunate that our non-attack action is our blue card. Doesn't it have overpower? So poly block here. Yeah, I have Call the Grave in the deck. It's literally the top card right now. Obviously block with the blue card. I'm just gonna full block. Honestly, take the least amount of damage. I don't have a lot going on with this hand. If they're gonna take my blue card. And I can send Kelpie for 1. No, I can send 4. But I don't think that's the best use of this card, as I'd rather just hold on to it for a second. And we'll just attack for 1. Yeah, our hand was fairly red, and they were going to take the blue if I didn't block with it. So I said, well, if I can't do anything with the hand, I might as well block with the hand. We know we'll have a blue for next turn and an ally engrave. We already have 2. Because we have Called by the Grave. Not sure what we want to put. Yeah, you have tutor for 3. Yeah, that's true. You could probably play less. And chart allows you to get it, so we could play less here. I'm just trying to play as many new cards as possible, so that's why the deck list might not be most optimal. But reading that, yes, with Called by the Grave and chart, we have like, this is like half a tutor. Okay, cool. 3 go again into that. That's fair. So I'm gonna Call by the Grave, then I'll use my compass, then I'll use chart, depending on what they have. Otherwise, I'll use Gravy's ability. To send Unk. No, actually, we can not send Unk. We can Jittery Bones the Unk as well. So right now, I'm not going to use Compass because I'm just going to change it with Call by the Grave. When this has an attack action card. So we'll just block with it. King Shark. Well, these aren't as bad if you just know what you're supposed to attack with. They are still annoying to be hit by. And I want most of this hand. I can't block with that, and I want to play both of these. So, but getting hit for like 6 to 8 consistently each turn is annoying with an on hit, but the on hits aren't that bad if you just block with what they're going to take anyways. So yeah, so the plan is call into chart, into discarding jittery here. We call. I want, honestly, chum or limp is actually sounding pretty good right now. I'm gonna grab limp. We're gonna see what the top card is. It's sunken treasure, so we do get to pitch it, which is nice. So we're gonna do that. And then we got another ally, so we're gonna make a gold as well. Yes, we'd like to make a pitch sunken treasure. So we got plenty of allies in the grave now, because we're gonna throw this one and then the jittery bones with the go again. We're gonna send 4, see what they do. They're probably not gonna block because it's just 4. And we pass. We're gonna break the chain here. Gonna break the chain. I'm gonna play limp. So we get 1 free go again. And then we're gonna get, this has a go again, so we're gonna give limp +1. And then we're gonna send limp. Limp for 3. 1 for 3, go again. Okay, we send that. And we break the chain again. Let me play another ally. And then we're gonna play this one. Just because if we get a watery grave card, it allows us to make them discard a card if they're trying to draw. Which we did not do. This hand, I'm honestly going to be playing this, and I'm going to play these 2. That's a valid target. It's a hero, thank goodness. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Let's see what the top card is real quick. Chum, that's a good one to have thrown into the grave. Sounds good. Sounds good. We'd like to end the turn. Sounds good. Refresh. What is resolving? I don't know what happened there, but something weird happened. Alright, they're activating cannon. Codex. What they grabbed? They grabbed Kraken, which reveals a non-attack action. Okay, that's fine. We have plenty of those. Honestly, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna discard this. We'll block with one of these, and they'll take the other, which is fine. Yeah, we'll block with one, and then we'll pass, and we'll quick dodge flexor. Oh, cancel. Yeah, we'll quick dodge, pitching the other one so they don't get it. Block some more damage, so they don't get the gold, which I don't think they really care about that much. Now our turn's a little scuffed now, as we don't get the blues that we had originally. We can do this. Discard that. Make a resource. Play paddle. We're gonna tap this. Send paddle, send Cuddy, and then that's it. That's the turn. Cool, they blocked. Sick. Yeah, and I wouldn't be running crown either if I could have a different, literally the armory equipment. But they're not coded yet. I don't like crown dominion for this. It's good that we get to start with the gold, but it's unfortunate that we have plenty of ways to do it. So now this turn, I can block with these 2 if need be, and we can pitch this, making it gold and drawing a new card. This one says, look at their hand, they discard a red card, which I do have one, so we'll just block with it. Dirty Bones, the top card's good to know. We wanted to swap something else like this blue Jittery for the red Jittery. Just making the stat, but I think the gold is better. Okay, draw a card, then discard a card. Yeah, I need a chum out. So we're gonna block with this red card. Creating a gold and then drawing a card. Ow. I don't need call. I have plenty of allies in the graveyard at the moment. Yeah, we got a lot going on right now. This thing's going to be a little bigger than I want it to be. And it's going to have overpower, which is annoying. Alright. 12 overpower, blocking 3. Yeah, that's all we can do. All we can do is block 3. I get a gold anyways from the big game trophy shot. But we reduce it a little bit. So I think we might have to actually decrease our allies in the deck. Be a little bit more choosy. We'll pitch call by the grave because I don't need anything to go in the grave at the moment. Discarding that. I'm gonna break the chain. I'm gonna draw a card off the gold since I have plenty of resources. I can play Chum, which I need to desperately right now. We can... I've never been into Ranger, but Cannon Marlin looks fun. Cannon Marlin, I think, will... No matter what, Azalea is going to LL within the next year, so Cannon Marlin will be the build. Normally, I have a better shot into Cannon Marlin, but I've just been drawing a lot of nothing. Which is unfortunate. So we get to... We can either attack or set up another Chum, and I'd rather just set up another Chum. Realistically, that's just the best bet. We just hopefully draw a Watery Grave card so that we can activate at least one of them. So cool, we can activate 2 Chums, which is big. We can also turn one of their yellow cards upside down. Make another gold. See what the top card is, if we can swap. We don't need both, I don't think. I do want to see what the top card is for some more relevance if we wanted to swap something. Command the High Seas might be worthy of swapping one of the allies. We activate 1 Chum. The downside here is Endless Arrow just has to hit, which is not bad because it's getting +4. So that's 8. So we'll kill a Chum if they don't target it already. You like the characters, not the class. You don't like the characters, not the class. Okay. Yes, I don't like the characters, not the class. Yeah, class is chill. Let's see what they're targeting. They are targeting Chum. Alright, sounds good. That means I don't have to activate it, which is nice for me. They don't have Go again on it, which is also good for me. But 1 Chum down. And then on our turn, we get to pitch Morley. I don't have overpower or anything. But we do get to conquer the high seas. Boop. Sending 8. We don't have a blue card going to grave, so we can't play anything from the graveyard, but I would love to get this Marley out to start pumping up Limp. Because Limp having more power is fantastic. So now we're just waiting for them to decide how they're going to block. Rangers don't have the greatest armor blocks, so it does require some cards from hand if they want to save the arsenal. This one is not playing the chest piece to allow them to sink the arsenal, so we're going to get a guaranteed goal out of this. Then we're going to break the chain, pumping with Cuddy into Limp, and then sending Limp and Chum. And then I guess we could just Arsenal Scuba. They're very tempted to at least mitigate some of the damage. 8 is a very awkward 3-card block if you have no good armor, which they kind of like all their armor. Oh, they're just going to go no blocks. Give me the gold. Sick. Appreciated. Then we'll break the chain. This is where starts to get awkward for them. Ability, not attack. And then we send Limp. Limp for 3. And then since we made a gold, we can break the chain again. Gold baited hook. And we're going to attack. Baiting a gold. Cool. We get 2 gold now. Thanks. Pass. And we arsenal the Scuba Dooby Doo. Alright, this hand is shite at blocking. So we're going to look at the top card, see if we can swap out a card. At most, this is 3. We're going to let's see what the top card is. Sigil of Cycles. Okay. They're targeting our Limp, which is a correct answer. And if they activate Cannon, we're going to activate Chum. Because they're such a low life, I would like the opportunity to... yeah, we're just going to activate Chum here. Swapping the Limp because they don't want to see Limp. So now their next attack has to go into Chum. And then here we can send Jittery, discarding the Saw. Alright, send 9 into Chum. It's a big damage that we got to avoid. Okay. And we know the top card is Sigil, so we're not going to break Sigil. We're going to make it super awkward for them, though. We're going to go again. Go again. Then I'll probably play Limp. So we'll break the chain, play Limp, attack with Limp, sending Cuddy. So now they have to start using their equipment, which is good for us. Alright, we break the chain. We know the top card is Sigil. So we will play Limp for free. And then we will buff Limp. We'll use this because we're going to play this Sigil ability. And then we will attack for Limp. Oh, I guess we're not playing Sigil because I'm dumb because I forgot it costs a resource. So we will just play an ally after this. 2 cost. We have Sawbones is probably what I'll play. Keep this Arsenal mystery to them. 3 is a card. Or they could just take 3 and go down to 2 and hope that their hand is good. But I will be playing Saw. As both our chums are dead at the moment. We have another chum. So, cool, we got a card from hand, which is big. Bum, bum, bum. And then, like I said, I'd love to play more Lefay to get my Limp bigger. But I think just being able to reduce my damage being taken and just having a 6 power attack that could be 7 with Cuddy is pretty big. Alright. Let's see what the top card is. Because Swell would be nice to have a blue card to pitch. It is Chart. Might just swap a card for Chart, honestly. But we'll see. We'll probably just block with these. This is definitely going to be played if they're not attacking Sawbones. Alright, well, they have Endless Arrow. It's getting pumped. Big, so we just block with most of our hand. I would like to keep this. If we can. 8. That's 2. 3 going over. That leaves us at 2. We can play a Vast Yi, send that costs us a resource. So I'd rather just block 11 and pass. We don't have any resources, so we can't send any of our attacks. But we can play Scuba now. Get an extra ally out there and pass our turn. Get out of our arsenal. Like, I could have kept a card and prevent one, but okay, this hand is Hot Garbo, that's for sure. I'll definitely like to get rid of one of these. So we got a weird back and forth game. They don't have a lot of Gogan at the moment unless they have what's the one where, depending on what they're playing. Okay, let's see what our top card is. Awkward red hand there. And they don't have a way to load. Sigil Cycles is what we have. So that's at least a card pitched. Oh, okay. There we go. They get to load. We're just going to discard an ally. Probably Shelly, because Shelly's really cool. I like Shelly. And we will load Command the High Seas, because I don't know why I wouldn't. And we'll discard Shelly, because we couldn't block with it anyways. Look at their hand, discard a non-attack action, so we'll just block with both. And then we know the top card is a blue card, so we will swap Sawbucks for it. Oh, they barely have enough. Oh, it's Overpower. Ooh. Okay, so we will tap this, reduce the amount of damage by 1. Block here and block non-attack action. So either way, we're losing both of these, or one of these, and I can only block with one. So we blocked 5 damage here, so we take 5 and die. So good game. Damn, that's why I wish we had the other helmet. That's a tough one. Overpower, you can't do much about. I think the list had some D-reacts. Not this one. This one's aggro. I just had to put it in. Aggro. Yeah, I just forgot to put them in the sideboard, I think. Yeah. So that's what you would want to do. You want to play with your blocks and D-reacts. We're going to clean up. We're going to aggro. This hasn't been as good as I wanted. I think we do need to reduce the amount of allies. I think I like Shelly. But in the deck, I really want this, but it's not coded yet. And I'd rather have either destroy the top card of your deck or this. At least I have some block value. And this one is some redraws. And yeah, if we can get the armories, these are really good blocking equipment. Whereas this one's okay. I don't really like it in Gravy Bones. Whereas this one I like much better because it gives us some blocking value, which is what he's missing. So with Sigil Cycles and Call by the Grave, I think we can reduce some of our allies. In the aggro one, I think I should just remove Shelly, unfortunately, even though I do much like it. This is just for mirror matches, essentially. Same with this. No, that's items. Please tell me how I don't have to buy Crown of Providence. I don't own Crown of Providence. I just think the other crown is not a bad one either. Dominion. Please tell me how I don't have to buy Crown of Providence. Oh yeah. I don't own Crown of Providence or Crown of Dominion. I am buying the Armory deck, which this comes with it. When this defends, you may discard a card with Water Grave if you do draw a card. So at least you get a block one, and then you get a Water Grave card, potentially getting a resource. This is in the set. Instant destroy the top card of your deck. You can pair that with Crown very well. That gets some potentially Water Graves or a guaranteed blue into your grave without having to play one. Let's see if you have a red heavy hand. Yeah, I don't like Dominion. I'm just trying it so I can see how the gold interaction works. I am going to cut some of these cards. I'm not great. Scooby's not feeling good in the aggro list. I'm not been liking these, so I'll still put them in the maybe. I have been liking Paddle Faster. Using cards of our allies. This will go into the inventory. I don't think it's a necessity. I think into slower decks where they can only hit one ally per turn, I would bring it in. The item one is not one of... That's for the mechanologists. Which is, I guess you could... I could put it in the maybe for testing purposes. Test some other cards. Morlefay, that's for mirror matches. If I don't think I'll be playing those today, so we can test some different cards as well. Wizard, I can test that later. I don't think we'll see a whole lot of wizard, so we can play around with some more cards to test. Stuff with other options for an aggro build. I honestly think the aggro build is going to be the better build. So paddle faster. I really like the swift sloops. I like the sloops. I think this is really good aggro. This is really good for the aggro plan. Maybe some more. Like I said, I like the allies. I think the allies have a chance. We just need to find some decent ones. We're getting some more go again. Give go again. What is it? Lead the charges do we have in here? Being able to play some of our 2-cost allies, 2 or higher. Honestly, we might play red lead the charge. Just to get some more stuff. And play... I don't know about lead the charge, but what was it? Call. Captain's call. Next attack action, you card with 0. This turn gets go again. Maybe not. What do I feel I'm missing here? For if I wanted to go aggressive, use my allies as much as possible. Let's look at some more necromancer allies that have some potential use. It's hard because a lot of them just don't have go again. I think honestly, rig, you just put in the... We'll put in inventory a lot of these allies. And then we have some 10 cards to play around with. Let's check out what we have available for Necromancer to play around with. We do need some more cards to block with, that's for sure. Don't want too many more allies. Costing less. Let's see how much our allies cost. This one costs 0. 4. I don't think the cost of the ally is the issue. I think the issue is just being able to play. Let's mess around with these on hit so that we actually get something useful out of on hit. When hits create gold. It's overpower. That's not a bad one to combine. So we're at 30. And then we board up some allies. I'll put these in the inventory if we're playing the Whaler package. I think that's a good combo with Whaler. We put those in our inventory. Otherwise, it becomes a little bit difficult. 30 blues and adding some allies in. We still have 4 cards to play around with. I think was it lead the charge? No, lead. 0 cost or greater, gain an action point. I honestly think that's a decent card that we'll play around with. I know we care about blues, but I got 30 blues in the main board. I think I'm sufficient on blues. But just play around with some stuff. Cost 1 or greater next time we play one. And we'll add yellow to the deck. Or not yellow. Remove. We'll try 2 of these. Move that. We'll try that. We have 2 random cards to play with. I just don't care to look at it for 2 cards at the moment. So we'll try aggro. I think aggro is the better build. I would love to build a mid-range one. I just don't want to put the brain power into it when I'm liking Jittery Bones. And Limp. I think Limp is underrated. I think a lot of people need to play Limp more, especially if you have Cuddy. And if you can get more Lefay out with Cuddy and Limp, it's just so nice. Because you get +2 each turn off of blue. This is where you would want to play here. D reacts. We're bringing this in. I could have cut those for the arcane. what would I cut? I don't think I'm going to get value out of this. I do want the blues though. We're going up 3 blues, so maybe we can cut the attacks and we go up some more allies, as they're going to have a little bit more trouble dealing with them, especially the 1 health allies. We'll go up to 63 cards. I know it gives us more non-blocks, but I did add some D-reacts. Yeah, let's try that. We'll go 63 cards. I just don't want to board out. So this hand is blocking, discarding probably Cuddy. We'll see what the top card is after their first action. It's a Sawbones is off the top, so honestly we'll probably just get the Sawbones off top. We'll pass, and then we will on our own turn, because I don't want to draw another Sawbones. We'll pop the top card. We'll play Sigil, and then we'll play Sawbones on our own turn. So that we'll have... oh, I forget we redraw. So we'll play this for sure. I don't want to have an ally just stick around at the moment. So if he wants to attack that, that's fine. And then we'll have an arsenal. So if we have 2 blues, we can have a 6 power go again into an ally. I really will cycle this through. Not Sigil cycle it, but what's our top card real quick? Chum. Okay. Cool, that's their turn. No action point. I assume they put it on Dodgers. Is my guess. Because it's the most offensive. What they put it on? Ashes Arena, you may put a counter on it. They didn't. Okay, Sigil's a cycle. We discard first, right? Discard a card. So we will discard a card instead. We're gonna discard a blue card. We're gonna discard this Sigil. Oh no, blue card's already going to grave. We'll send the Sloop because we already have a Sloop in hand, and then cycles will be not a Sloop in hand, and then we'll put Chum there. And then we can go Sloop into Paddle Faster. I'm using a resource. We can play Rig afterwards, giving us double go again. Actually we will play how do we get 2 blues? So this is, we play Saw. This is 4. No, we can play Chum, pitching 2 blues. That's our go again from grave. Then we play Sloop. 6 go again because we have 2 blues in grave. I think this is, the high tide cards are going to be good. I think we have to lean more into a few more pirate cards than we might have initially wanted to, and at least I initially wanted to in regards to playing the deck. I wanted to just play all allies, but you need attacks and you need blue cards to make your deck viable. I'm still surprised they didn't put a counter on anything. And then we will go Paddle Faster. We will be tapping Cuddy, because Cuddy's ability doesn't require him to be, doesn't matter if he gets tapped. So if I wanted to pitch Rigor Mortis into this, I could send this for 5, depending if they block here or not. It doesn't look like they blocked. I did not make a goal this turn, so I don't want to hook. So this turn I will just play Rig. No, let's play, we want to play Rig or do we want to play Saw? I think Saw is a good one. Oh, we got to break the chain. No, we're gonna play Rigor Mortis. We can keep that in there. We can play it later. Cool. We got more Lefay, which is a really good one to have. So here we can guarantee we have nothing with a -1 equipment on it that I'm aware of. If this was fused, you may destroy equipment with my... Oh, my compass. Oh, big sad. I hate that. Why is that targetable? I hate that that's targetable. Alright, well, we just won't play with the top card. That's where I missed. I didn't realize that was targetable. As tagged as equipment? Ugh, that's so disgusting. Is this an equipment? Interesting. Alright. So now we're just playing with no weapon as God intended us to. Whatever God that may be. We have no go again. I'm gonna call by so we can swap some cards. We're going to send Hammer into the grave. And we have 6. So we can play Humper. We don't get to attack with it this turn, which is fine. But we get to send Rigor Mortis for 7. Oh, what the fuck? Undo. Why do I not get my action point? Reverse start a turn. I'm so confused. We go Call by the Grave. We stick this. Oh, the compass. No compass. Okay. We don't get go again. All right, sounds good. No compass. No compass. all right, cool. So this hand sucks too, but it doesn't look too bad because we can get Chum and then swing Whaler because it's on whatever action they take, unless it's a swing Hammer, then I can't do much about it to make them target Chum. So they need to take a game action before just playing an attack at Whaler. Because if they play Whaler, I would just cry. Like play attack straight into Whaler for 7. Like if they play a red fruits into it, there's not much I can do about it because their game action is that. Okay. Just Hammer. That's fine. I can't do anything since their game action is to choose their first target. If they have a pummel, then a red pummel is +4. So no, this would be 4 out of those. They could play yellow pummel as well. Rig. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna send Whaler then. 2, 4. We're gonna pitch our 2 allies. Okay, yeah, that's fine. They're gonna just start taking 11 now. Okay, this is where our advantage. Well, this is where we start getting the hand up. Sending 11. I think, yeah, reducing the amount of allies we have total in the deck has helped a little bit with consistency, but as you saw, even with a few less allies into the deck main board, we're still drawing a decent amount. 11's gonna hurt, dude. If you can kill this, you need to kill this. So this is where I said that slower decks are better for us because they can't do anything about it, whereas aggro decks, they can just start hitting things. I should start keeping track of my... So yeah, go again. 7 go again if they can guarantee it. I don't have a blue that can go here. Yep, 7 go again. That's their game action. I can't redirect it. So here we don't have any gold. We can paddle faster though. And then send high seas after. Mangle targeting that. Yeah, that's fine. They do have a little bit of go again, it looks like. Okay. Do we have any playables in their grave? Currently, no. So we will send... We still want the rum. I have lied. We have this. This cost me 4. I have to do this. Go paddle faster. Sending 4. I think I still just want to play this for the most amount of damage at the turn. Because it's 7. Versus playing an ally with no go again. Even though we don't get the go again here. And we'll only be 1 over. Yeah, I think I want the second whaler later in the game. Having no compass changes your gameplay math very effectively. Yeah, there's no way not to have your offhand as equipment, but that kind of just sucks. You have to have your good matches and your bad matchups. Even though we want slower matchups, Jarl being able to kill compass makes it an annoying matchup more so than a guaranteed win. I think other guardians we won't have an issue with because they don't as easily blow it up. They have more requirements. So we're going to send 7 on hit, make a gold, which is going to be big. We won't be able to see what the card we can swap the gold for. If it hits. I think... Oh, no, they're just going to give us their whole hand. Cool. So just swing hammer into Cuddy probably. Oh, I hit my microphone. I am liking this build more than my mid-rated one. Yeah, that's fair. So our turn is... we have no go again on the playing the ally, which sucks so hard. We have to do this. And then we got to do your next action turn gains go again. We have to play around the rum. We do this, allowing us to have the go again. And then we go on hit, destroy a card in their arsenal. And then we pitch to attack. And we're going to attack, pitching the amulet. For 6 on hit, destroy arsenal. And I'm gonna arsenal the Lafay. And hopefully we can be able to play that next turn if we have nothing else going on better. But definitely losing our compass hurts. I'm gonna switch up the music here as it wasn't quite the playlist I thought we were playing. No, that's still the same playlist. I need to make sure it has to be from this website. Not this website, this YouTube channel, which is Panda Beats, no copyright music. They are fantastic. As long as you give credit to them, they will not copyright you on their on your streams and whatnot. Let's get a little bit more funkiness. Alright, they're blocking 6. So we still have the health total and we have a decent hand. We don't have a gold, we don't have a blue. Yeah, so now they got all of our allies off the board at the moment. So this turn, we're just gonna go lead the charge, sending Sloop for 6 with an action point, and then we're gonna play Cycles, and then we'll play Lafay. If they want to kill Lafay, they're more than welcome to for their action. We're going to try and chip out their deck hand. This one's a little loud. I'm going to do something real quick. Bear with me. I'm going to pause the music. We're going to increase this volume here. And then we're going to turn down the YouTube music. It's still loud on this end, so we'll turn it down a little bit. Okay, because I don't want to mess with my settings too much, because last time I feel like the music's still loud on your end. Y'all let me know. Just like, I want the volume up for like if I would do a recording to not be insanely loud, but loud enough to be heard. When I did record my interviews with some other YouTubers, I made the mistake of not increasing the audio input volume. Okay, yeah, Jarl ability does not trigger because it's only for these slots. Yep, figured as much. So we get to command into Sawbones. No, we're gonna discord Sawbones, sorry. And then we're gonna play command into whatever the other card is. I think more people should be on Sigil Cycles, as it's I like the card a lot. Okay, Hop is not a bad one to play after. But we will just play command the high seas and play Hop. It sucks that we don't have to go again, which is so frustrating. And they can just attack into it for their turn. I still think that's fine. They're down on blocking equipment, and we're gonna turn through their hands more. So they're blocking 8. Oh, we're not gonna be able to play Limp because we're gonna get another Frostbite. Actually, we can do this in response. Oops, undo. Well, that costs 1 more because of hypothermia. So we would net 0 resources. Channel Lake, not hypothermia. And we will just pass, put that in our armory. Put it into our arsenal. Did my music stop? No, it's just more chill. Gotcha. Because that costs 1 extra, this costs 1 extra, this costs 0. We only have 1 floating. Plan was solid if channel wasn't out. Alright, well, this hand does nothing but block. So we'll do that. And then pass. And then we'll play Limp. And hope they don't just kill it. Yep, having no action points. I just needed that out of the grave, out of the arsenal, so I can put that. So at least we have a block card if they're not attacking straight into Limp, which I think they just will. Now our hands are a little light on attacks. So our turn will just, yeah. We need without Compass, we can't get 2 out now, and they're just going to straight up wreck it. So our game plan now is just to pass, as we have nothing else we can do. We can play... this is 2. Yeah, I just can't play it. We just have to pass. Like, I'll play... It only has 2 health. So they're just going to hammer it down. Sawbones. PNC. Nice. We get a block card. And then we already have that one. We're going to turn a yellow card in their grave if they have one. No yellow cards. I don't want to turn my own yellow card upside down. So we will hit the... See here. I'll just hit Mangle. Why not? We don't want to give them an Earth card. That's for sure. We don't want to put an Earth card in their banish. I think, yeah, this one's gonna be a rough one. From here out, we need to draw another attack. That's not what I would like to see. I think, yeah, it's kind of need more attacks then into them. I took out some of the attacks, not thinking about the Compass game plan. No blocks. Fall by the grave. Limp. Hope for the best. Yeah, and then pass because we don't have Gogan. Hope we can just be able to attack with it. They don't have 7 power, which is not unlikely. Maybe they just have a bad hand. I hate seeing 2 allies in my hand. If they hit this guy on this turn, I'm just gonna concede. Shit. Yeah, well, good game. Yeah, it's just GG. I don't know. You guys tell me if there was anything better. Yeah. Yeah, that's a rough one, being able to just blow up our equipment. And I sided out 6 regular attacks, so that's good to know. It's good to know. Into them. run more attacks so that way our allies, when our compass is gone, isn't just GG. You good, dude? Alright, we're gonna play. Depending on who we play against, we'll play against one more. Yeah, I think my mistake was, cutting the jittery bones in that matchup so we could have more attacks. Just to attempt to deal damage, but 0 for 4s aren't great. It's the fact that the compass is broken, so I can't play anything from allies and then attack, which is 90% of what you have to do. I'm so upset that that we don't have an attacking weapon. Like, that's huge. I think I want to bring these for sure, and now they can attack for 7 easily, but I would like to do that. No. Let's try and play we're playing aggro, so see if we can fight them. I'm gonna have to reload. F5. Submit deck. Refresh page. On their end. Refresh page. Okay. Someone in the Discord says just scoop. I did. Alright, this hand. Yeah, I don't know why he can't have an offhand. Just make it like a 0 for 3. No go again. Like, I know Prism doesn't have a second weapon, but she has fucking attacks with 7 go again. Like, what do you mean? Let's see what the top card is. I should have done that earlier. Like, yeah, you don't want... Like, I don't get this. This upsets me. I don't have any damage if you take out my allies. Like, that's why I'm thinking we might have just to lean into more attacks. So Limp is another ally on top. I don't want a 3 ally hand. GG, I guess. Good game. I think we just have to have like 6 allies in the deck and just go all attacks. Because from my testing, the allies aren't doing enough. I might just be bad at the game, which is 100% possible. But I legitimately am having major issues just getting through there. Because I need this hand to do anything. Like, I'm literally going to ally ability, discard Chum, use my resources, which are these 2 cards, to, well, play Lead the Charge Chum. I might not play Lead the Charge. I know we'll have 2 allies, so I can play resources. Yeah, use this. I can't block. I could maybe block with Lead the Charge, but I don't want to. I don't want to block 2. I could just Arsenalist and potentially have an action point later. So we're just gonna get chunked out. I'm surprised they didn't swap an angel over. Maybe just to have more soul for next turn, or eat some attack. I don't know. I'm gonna keep playing Graveyard. I like Graveyard. It's gonna be an interesting one. I want lots of allies, but I don't think that's the list we can go for. I think I'm gonna have to cut more allies and just go with Limp. I think Chum in an aggro deck is not gonna be. You can only play it in Things I might have to go more Lefay in the main board because I don't know if Chum's that great. Okay. Yeah, even in this. Facts. So that's one of our bad matchups, even though I said we prefer a longer game. That's just because we get value out of cards in our grave. Chum is just so strong, though. It's a hero. So into them, it's not bad. Pass the turn. Now we get a resource off this as well. Blocking 2 wouldn't have done anything, whereas at least with lead the charge, I get to keep an action point for later. So we will definitely be playing Chum. We're going to play lead the charge here. When we play a 0 cost or greater this turn, he gets go again. We can play limp. Get an action point. Right. 0 cost or greater this turn. We should get our action point back. And then we can play a blue card. On hit, they discard a card, create a gold. And then we will play Cutty Shark. No, we have to pitch Cutty. No, we can attack here. We can't play Cutty Shark and attack. So we'll do this and then attack. And we needed to go again to attack. Chum is a decent one to have, but I think having disruption at the moment is more important. Like, I could play a second ally next turn have it, but I think I just need some disruption right now. I'm just reading Discord at the moment. Okay. Okay, that's an interesting matchup. Okay, they just took it. They get to discard, and we only dealt 1, but we get the gold and they get to discard a card, which is gold is big for us. I'm tempted not to even arsenal this, so I can just discard it and have another water grave card in our graveyard. Because these two comboed together are really big, which is why I think aggro has a chance with these and Lefay. Building more go again, so I might have to lean. After this match, we'll do one more build. We will, yes, even though I have the action point, we'll break the chain. We're gonna pop this because I want a different arsenal. Honestly, I don't want to arsenal an ally if I can help it. I know popping in gold is pretty big. Chart the High Seas is much better in our arsenal than an ally. So we have decent startup for next turn. We can double chart the High Seas as well. If we get some gold, we can pop this, swap that. So our only block here is going to be Sunken Treasure, which is interesting. What is can? Okay, sounds good. Gotcha. Oh, nice. RTNs. What is this? RTNs. Pro Quest season and buy a box promos for Pro Quest season are going to be a bunch of allies. 8 of 9 possibilities per pack for buy a box. I will block with hook. I will block here, and I can 2 would be 6, so that's the best we can do. But we do get to eat a yellow card and we get a gold back, which is good. We'll see what the top card is while we're at it, so that we just know ahead of time if it's worth. We can do an ally or we can get an amulet. I don't really want to do the amulet. Jittery Bones is good, so we will be able to get both into grave. Turn a card face down. Their yellow card. Okay. The plan is just face tank the rest, which is going to be annoying because we're going to get hit by Figment of Erudition. They're going to draw 2 cards and they're going to send another Herald, which is fine. It's our turn. I wouldn't be surprised if the Erudition attacks our ally. And they still get the 2 cards and hit us with Herald. Which wouldn't be great, but we can at least send... We'll have Cuddy and... whatchamacallit to play on our turn. Get a sneeze. Yep, like I said, we're gonna get hit by Erudition. I just need both of these cards to commit my plan. But I said I wouldn't be surprised if they hit the Limp Along. Why is Prism running the AB one? It's for the Spectral Shield is my guess. I don't know. I don't know the Gentle Fingers they could play, or the other one where they on hit break. But I don't know what is the better option for their arm piece. I don't play against Prism that often as a Makino player, so I just try and avoid the matchup in general. But I only ever usually see this one. I forget what the other ones is. I know it's a Ghostly Touch or something. Anything in the mail? Most of your stuff? Okay. Well, let me know if I don't think my business cards are there yet, because they said they're just out for delivery now. Has been shipped. I don't know. It says shipped. I'll look at it. No, I have it blocked. Especially if I scooch over. Yeah, now you're blocked. They can't see you. Tracking number. Pass. I wouldn't mind the AC on, but that's just me. Label created. Ship to... Yeah, I don't think... Unless they are very behind on the delivery notifications. Ah, big sad on Limp dying. Oh, Goliath count? Okay, that's fair. I've seen that build as well. There's not much I can do. I don't think they need it. I think the Calming Gesture is just nice, because I can't block when I need to play my damn cards. 2 of them I can't block with them. Realistically, I could have blocked 3, but they're still getting all their on hits with the 3, so I'd rather have potentially more resources or more gold. Because right now, we're swapping the top card with this. We're going to attack with it after charting. Blowing up the amulet. For go again. So hopefully we have a big turn here. It's not likely. Unless we get some gold and some blues to draw a few more cards. It's hard to say. I need to fix the deck. I think I need less. I think we need no more than like 8 allies in this aggro build. And rely more on the pirate attack actions than the allies themselves. Because not being able to block sucks so much. Okay, and then they just gonna send another angel. Ah, they don't believe in my multi-attack turn. They're getting rid of Art Light. That's how much they don't fear us. With Ward 8, which is reasonable. Oh, they just paid to give it Ward. That's annoying. Yeah, they don't believe in our Arc Light. No, I told you I have the table blocked. We do this, blow up our Cuddy, send to the grave, and we play Tretharsi from Arsenal. See what we get. So we get nice, we get a pitch, and we get chum. And then we chart again. And we'll have resources for gold. Blood in the water. Yeah, I have it in the list. But yeah, I think I have too many. I think 6, 9. I think 8 allies is the max for this aggro build. How could we get more deck hands? Nice. So we can go this. This says go against. We'll just take the angel now. I didn't have to discard. Oh, it's not an attack yet. So I was like, I'm gonna blow this up. Break the chain. No, I don't want to draw a card. I don't know. Like, I don't think any ally I play is gonna be good here. Like, I should play one, but I also want to draw a card. I don't know. I don't know if I sided it in. Like I said, I'm trying to be aggressive, so I didn't really want to side in the D-React. This is mostly for like Guardians is what I was going to play with it. It's just Prism is the better ally deck at the moment because they get to send 6, so 14 plus 4. They get to send 18 damage a turn, whereas I get to send like maybe 8 on a good turn. Like here, I can send Sawbones in here, so I'm 10 on a good turn. Refresh the page, please. Refresh the page. But after this, I'm gonna set up myself a lunch. This is a late lunch. And play test some more stuff. Thank you. And then first watery grave. I could technically do this because it has go again, get another action point, and then play a 2 cost and a 1 cost. So we can go like this. Get go again. So we break the chain, gain go again. And then we can play 2 allies and then die. Yep. Gain an action point. And then we make a resource. I go up to 4. I didn't need 4, but I like using it. And then we play Cuddy. And then we play Chum. So that way we have stuff. And then they can just attack both of them. Not Chum, Sawbones. And then they can attack both. Herald into one, Angel into the other, and then hit me with Herald for 7, and then I cry. This is what I'm thinking. We need to lead. I think Gravy is not going to be a good deck for a bit. Ah, shit. Hopefully there's a blue and I can pitch one of these and just face tank 15. Hopefully I do that turn. I think Chum is, it's going to take a second. I think Chum won't have a good list except for people that have teams that can reliably test him. Because right now, this is a little rough. I like the boat build. But if I'm doing boat build, I need to have less allies. Alright. That's not a blue card. So this hand is a block hand. Oh, there's only block. Okay, won't block. Oh, fuck, undo. I forgot about Phantasm. Pass. Phantasm. Block. Alright, cool. It's not as bad. It's not as bad. I forgot about Phantasm. Huh? One of my Flesh and Blood cards? Imperial Edict! Yay! I get footsteps. And then we'll hit them with the sloop. Block with another swoop. Okay. Target action with Herald gets +2. But it doesn't hit. I was like, yeah, I'm like okay, can they play a little bit faster? Yeah, okay, they said sorry at least. No problem. So I'm a little less angry. I'm just warm and hungry. Okay, yep. Footsteps, and then they should play another Angel if they have one. Or Herald if they have one. If they don't have Herald, I assume they'd flip an Angel. And yeah. Huh. Yeah, what's her name? Pokegooner sold you a card. That's crazy. That's a wild name to have for a company. What's the smiley portion? Where's the mouth? Oh, well, I can't see. I just heard Gooner with a smiley face. I'm like, what? But I don't know where the smiley comes from. Why am I so warm? I don't have high tide. Unless I can turn one of these into a blue, which I don't remember. We haven't looked yet. This is Cuddy. Did I already know that? I don't remember. Ugh. Bless you. I don't have go again at all. We're gonna discard this. This is gonna look weird. We're gonna play rum. Oh, yeah, I tapped my hero. That's right. Oopsies. I forget rum requires me having to tap. So never mind. My idea was gonna use rum, send this for 2, and then yeah, I'm just dumb. Concede. I'm hot and sweaty. I want lunch. But yeah, my plan there was to create a rum, use the rum to give this go again, and then, but I don't have a resource to send an attack, so it was a bad idea anyways. So what I should have done is use my ability, throw this away, and just attack with this, but we just die to their heralds and angel.